the new bush camp. I know I haven't posted about that in a long time, but there's been good reason for that. I have been busy. The place I originally found for me to put it, I did a couple videos on it back a few months ago. Most of the trees in that area were snapped when the storm came through. This tree I'm leaning on, and there's 2 or 3 in this area that are also broken and fallen down, but it's not nearly as bad as the original area I was in. My initial site was on the storm side of the property. So I've been walking around doing some searching, trying to find another spot, and I found this one. This is a pretty good area. Right where I'm sitting right now is really open, and I probably won't put the camp here. I'll put it real close to here, but this way I've got light if I need it, if I want to do a certain video, or even if I'm trying to start a fire with a magnifying glass. Something else I've decided to mess with and start playing with is a 12 gauge. I've always liked my 12 gauges, and I've got a couple of them. I bought this one right here, which is a Harrington and Richardson Arms Company. It's an old gun. It might be 75 years old, 100 years, or maybe 50 years and just had a rough life. I don't know. But I've got a pump, and I've got a over and under, and I don't particularly like carrying them out here because I shoot black powder. I reload all my shells with black powder, and they're a pain in the butt to clean. The thing I liked about this one was when you want to tear it down, it's extremely easy. You pull a pin and it comes right apart. Wash the barrel out, clean it up, do whatever is need be. And that's one reason I chose this one. I prefer to have a modified choke with what I do because I shoot just about everything. Round ball, I shoot glass, rock, BBs, pellets. I've tried to shoot some pellets, chunks of concrete, just a little bit of everything. And a modified choke or a bore choke is the best for that. This gun, I want to say it's probably a full choke. I haven't actually measured the barrel. I know that dimes will fit down in it no problem, with lots of room to spare, so I don't know. I thought about cutting this off. This is probably a 27-inch barrel. I thought about taking it down to about here or so. I don't know if I want to do that. I would say 30 yards is probably plenty to shoot with where I am here. I don't have that much line of sight in these woods. I think it might be easier to pack as well. I've got a couple other plans for it as far as a holster and or a case I'm going to do for it, and I'll share that later. But I just wanted to post a video of my supposed bushcraft update that I haven't been updating because I haven't been doing anything with it. This area up here is a lot closer to water. Obviously you can't tell anything except for trees, but about 100 yards in that direction is a creek. Now it's a small creek, it's rough. I mean, it's only a couple inches deep and is dried up in late summer, but at least it's something. That's the only water I've got on this. There's about 65 acres right here. This is a pretty good incline, which obviously is not going to be very good for a camp, but there are some flat spots in it. The thing about this storm, it knocked down all these trees, so I've got a good source of wood. There's another one up there in the background that's snapped off. Obviously this one's down. There's a few up there that are snapped off. But this particular spot right here is very open. I prefer to be more in the shade, and I'm probably going to go down in this direction somewhere. There's a little dip, kind of a little draw, and that's probably where I'm going to go. But I'd like to go ahead and get that done, for situations like this where we just come out here for a couple hours. Yeah, we just got a tarp thrown down on the ground, enjoying a couple MREs. Looks like he's already started on his. How is it?
It's spectacular.
Spectacular? What when did you get?
Oh, the spaghetti.
Oh, the spaghetti? Yeah. Well, I just wanted to give you a little update. I'm going to get off here and eat mine and see how it is.